I... Nice going. What's wrong?
Yo, legitly, you guys, I'm a little disappointed in myself for not vibing with this more. I think at this point, I am not a fan of the direction that Masamune kun's revenge has gone. And I don't think I'm also a fan of all of this, like what do you call it exactly? Like, they're baiting us into this like drama, right? Last time we ended with Yoshino basically, saying to Masame, like, yo, we just this is done, right? And that led me to believe, or put me down the path of, okay, well, please don't tell me the show is going to the route of Masame actually needing to be with Yoshino. I still feel like we're kind of being pushed in that route. We're just kind of elongating it out. Like, we're just kind of like elongating it out, so that way they can spend more time basically showing us on why Aki is not the girl. And I find that incredibly interesting. And the reason that I find that so interesting is, like, think about it this way, is this episode, what it did, and I'll give credit where credit is due. What this episode did accomplish is the fact that Masamune has been so consumed by revenge, right? The moment that falls apart, and Aki begins to accept him, or whatever you call it, is they're so far apart on knowing each other, right? The reality is they're both different than they were, when they were children, right? So Aki has this idea of who Masamune is, but that's simply not him anymore. And that's hitting him in the face, and he can't really cope with that, which, is in a sense realistic, and in a sense it's like, well, okay, how about you just sit her down? He attempted to do it, well, I guess kind of, but he started to do it, but it's like, sit her down and have a conversation of, before we fully commit to a relationship, we need to understand each other, and this is who I am now. I work out a lot. I do X, Y, and Z. This is what is important to me. I don't eat these kinds of foods. I'm all for, the mature thing. Again, he's a kid, so I'm not going to, it won't happen. But the mature thing would be to say, like, I will accompany you to wherever you want to go. I will give into your indulgence, but I won't myself partake. So just keep that in mind if you're wanting us to go do something together, right? Which I think is a completely normal reaction when you have people who are opposites, right? Like, I think a good example of that is, like, I myself don't drink, but if my wife wants to go out and, go to a bar or something, it's like, okay, just make sure that that specific place has coffee, has some drinks that I would partake in, so I think it's just kind of making sure that they mesh that way. But, as they begin to learn more about each other of who they are now, not the idea of who they were, I mean, I can really see this anime going down the road of, like, they simply just don't like each other like that because they're just not compatible, which is another realistic thing. But taking a step back, this episode, they have their date. It didn't go well. The date was hindered by the fact that her birthday falls on Christmas time. All restaurants are closed. The place that they got a reservation, I did laugh at that. Masamune put a reservation in at a sweets place. The place effing burned down. That led them to Masa's house, and that was a good thing. They shared a moment. They cooked pancakes. They're really cool stuff. But again, he's just not being real with her. Like, I don't eat this. I don't eat this stuff. I have to. You may not when when he just needs to be real. Like, if you're like, when you look at me, it's like, this is me. This is who I like to be. I don't eat this stuff. You know what I mean? So again, that just it's communication, and communication is hard for people double or triple their age. So you know what I mean? Like I guess it's kind of realistic in that sense. But they go, they do their house stuff. They spend time together. He does the anime thing where she trips and he falls on her. I don't have any problem with that one. He gets the poo-poos, I think. I don't know. He just went to the bathroom and just clutched himself in the stomach. I don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe he got the shits. I don't know. But he texts her, take your shit and go, basically. And then she finds his notes where he basically said, I need to take revenge on Aki. So they just have a lot to talk about. And I don't think the anime is going to do it. I think it's just going to lead us down the path of she's not right for him, pushing him away. And with her finding out about the revenge stuff, we need to see what happens there. But I would be much more interested in if the anime took a divergent path to what it was before, which is just a romance and comedy, and have them learn about each other. Maybe have him divulge what his plan was. Be honest, a little upfront of you did this, but this you doing this led me to this. My realization was this. I love you, blah blah blah. Like I would much rather see all that unfoil as opposed to the carrot being dangled of drama and like the ooh and ooh, will he, won't he, will they, won't they, I don't know. I want to be feeling this anime more, and I'm just simply not. But Yoshino did look cute in a little Santa outfit. If you watch the dub version, though, they did say, "Oh, you look cute in your elf outfit." Very weird. Translation stuff there. And then I don't, when they had the text messages and stuff too, he was like, "Oh, I got a stomach ache." So, but he did give her a gift that was very thoughtful. Her 2 Dobermans that she had when she was a kid. I thought that was really cute. So it's like, I don't know. I want to be vibing with this show more. I want to be liking it more, and I'm just simply not feeling it, and that's so disappointing in me. I feel like everything that season 1 curated to us, which was like this awesome, funny, witty, well-written show. It's just season 2. It's just a big wet fart. And it's so disappointing. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I might be off base. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a mood today. Your day's mood depends on how much you enjoy something. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know how far apart we are on opinions in the comments. As always, interested in reading and responding when we have our differences. Always cool stuff. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys next week. Peace, my friends.